Was Brigham Young racist? Yes, Brigham Young said and did things that are considered racist. Current Mormon church apostle Quentin L. Cook said this about Young's views on race, quote, "Brigham Young said things about race that fall short of our standards today. Some of his beliefs and words reflected the culture of his time." This was especially true in his rhetoric regarding those of Black African descent. However, Young's views vacillated and contradicted each other over time. For instance, in 1847, 5 years before he implemented the priesthood ban, he told a mixed-race Latter-day Saint, quote, "that all people were alike unto God. Of one blood has God made all flesh. We don't care about the color." He also praised a Black Latter-day Saint, Q. Walker Lewis, as, quote, "one of the best elders." Young also expressed positive views of Native Americans and peoples of other ethnicities. His views on race were confusing. They often reflected the general racist attitudes of white American men in the mid-19th century, but sometimes they transcended his environment. Was Utah founded as a slave territory by Mormon leader Brigham Young? Yes, Brigham Young and prominent Mormon church leader Orson Spencer argued that Utah should allow slavery before the Utah Territorial Legislature. During this period, the morality and legality of slavery were being debated across the nation. In 1852, Utah had been a territory of the United States for just 2 years. It had only been admitted as a territory because in 1849, California applied for admittance into the U.S. as a free state, or a state that didn't allow slavery. Senators and representatives from southern slave states did not want California to become a state because it would tip the balance in favor of free states with 16 free states and only 15 slave states. Henry Clay, a senator from Kentucky, proposed a series of laws that would make the admittance of California as a free state palatable to the southern members of Congress. One of these proposals was that Utah would be admitted into the U.S. as a territory, despite many members of Congress opposing it because Mormons practiced polygamy. In fact, some people viewed polygamy as a way that Mormons were destroying the white race. Utah was unpopular, but it was admitted as a territory in 1850. There were not many enslaved people in Utah, but an 1851 census of the territory counted 46 enslaved men and women in the territory. During the debates in the legislature, Young and Orson Spencer, a prominent church leader, argued for the legalization and regulation of Black slavery, allowing enslaved Blacks to be brought to the territory with their consent, but prohibiting the enslavement of their children. This approach would ensure that there would be an eventual end to slavery in the territory. During the debates, church apostle Orson Pratt, another member of the territorial legislature, passionately opposed Young and Spencer's position. He argued against Black slavery in the territory, stating, quote, "For us to bind the African because he is different from us in color is enough to cause the angels in heaven to blush. Let me make my conscience to be clear from this." Pratt also argued against the intergenerational curses as taught by Young and argued for the right of Black men to vote. Young and Spencer's views prevailed, and the Utah Territory adopted a form of slavery that mandated humane treatment of enslaved individuals and access to education. Please like and subscribe. For more on Blacks in Mormonism and race in the priesthood, visit MormonismExplained.org. Thanks for watching.